Hi there, welcome back. It's 9:23. So we are in the first week of Ramadan, the month-long holiday observed by Muslim families as a time of charity, self-reflection, love, and that includes love for our planet as well. So joining me this morning, Janice Tufte, to share ideas on making Ramadan a little more sustainable. Janice, good morning.
Good morning. How are you today?
Yeah, it's good to have you here.
Thank you. I'm honored to be here.
Well, absolutely. So let's talk a little bit about Ramadan. I mean, just flat out, what is Ramadan for people at home who might be, a little bit unfamiliar?
So Ramadan is a month-long time of reflection where we really focus on giving back to others and having positive thoughts. And the fasting isn't only limited to no food or water during the day. It's actually to refraining from negative thoughts and from any type of harm that you might bring to others. So it's really a time of people just love it because everybody is sort of on the same page of thinking positive thoughts and giving to others during this time. And so in the evening we have what's called iftar, and iftar is a breaking of the fast. And actually any of you are invited because any of the mosques, we have a lot of community members come and we will open it up with, you have a couple dates and milk. In the smaller community you have bananas, so it depends where you are. And then we pray, and then you have a large meal. And so in the morning at home, they have suhoor before you fast, very early, 4 o'clock in the morning. And it's often smoothies or something like almonds. You want something high protein and not caffeinated, so you're in a good mood throughout the day.
Oh, I love that. I love the thinking positive thoughts, too. I think that's really cool. So, I mean, when we talk about a green or sustainable Ramadan, I mean, what does that mean to you?
So 10 years ago, actually, because I was very involved and I was going to the University of Washington and other mosques and breaking fast, I realized that, wow, we could really be doing better here, right? So I started a campaign bringing my own plate and place settings, something lightweight, so that I wouldn't have to use perhaps styrofoam. And from there, we moved on to compostable, settings, so we could then there wasn't garbage, right? So to eliminate waste. But it's also about how can we create items to be sustainable year after year. So these are actually made out of paper towels, and your children would love to make these lanterns.
Oh, cool, little crafts or something.
Yeah, and so it's something to do with kids. You could use, leftover construction paper. You have children's drawings on the other side.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, and then these are salt dough ornaments, and they're baked, and they can be used year after year, and which would be a great project with your children.
That's a great idea. I haven't seen salt dough ornaments
I was a kid.
I was going to say since I was a little kid, but those were so much fun to make when you were a kid.
I know.
So that's a really fun craft too.
Yeah.
And I do want to go back. You mentioned the nightly iftar meal. I mean, what are some ways to make that more sustainable?
So of course, people today, fathers and mothers often work, and so they want to have a meal that's healthy and easy to make. So something like this carrot pola can be made on the stovetop, and it's just like a basic eggs with pureed carrots, sugar, flour, and you can add nuts, something to bring more protein. So, but if you're doing it at home, you still will break your fast with the dates and the milk and honey, everything. It should be high protein oriented, and often now we're really focusing more on encouraging non-meat meals, right? So even twice a week or more, because they tend to be easy on your stomach. If you eat too much after not fasting, after fasting all day, it can be troublesome to yourself.
Yeah.
So, and there's large community gatherings, 1,000 people at some of the mosques. Any of the mosques may have hundreds of people, and so individuals themselves will sponsor the iftar, and they either support a local restaurant or they cook it themselves for all the individuals. And that's incumbent upon us as Muslims to do this.
Yeah, Janice, appreciate this. Very enlightening. We appreciate you joining us this morning.
Thank you. I appreciate being here.
Yeah, thank you. All right, coming